Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just real quick, if I sound a bit off today, I apologize. I have some work being done on the house and the dust or whatever it is in the air has me just super congested, so please just bear with me. That said, let's talk about the Prowler Utility, this brand new cargo variant of the Tavarian-inspired Prowler dropship in Star Citizen. A little something new I want to start doing is to start the videos off with kind of a TLDR, just to give you the information up front. So the TLDR on this is, it's a slick, stealthy cargo runner that trades the troop deployment for 32 SCU of internal cargo space, which gets split between two 16 SCU containers. It still keeps 3 jump seats, but it loses the side doors, and with that, most of its combat dropship personality. If you've always loved the Prowler's look but wanted something more practical, this might hit the sweet spot, though it's definitely not a bang for the buck hauler. So let's talk pricing right away, because that's going to be a deal breaker for some people. The Prowler Utility comes in at $300 as a credit price, or you can currently get it for $275 as a war bond option, which means requires new money. Compared to other cargo ships, you're paying a premium for the aesthetic and the stealth profile. As far as the aesthetic, some people will refer to this as the alien tax. For reference, the Cutlass Black gives you more cargo at 46 SCU, you get more weapons, more flexibility, and it's significantly cheaper at only $110. Currently, this is not available in-game, but as soon as it is available in-game, unless it's dramatically cheaper in AUEC, it's going to remain more of a collector's or specialist's choice than a daily workhorse. From a design standpoint, this ship nails the cool factor. The exterior remains true to the original Tavarian-inspired Prowler design. It's sleek, aggressive, futuristic. Inside, you'll immediately notice the difference, though. The cargo bay now dominates the space. Side doors are gone, replaced by a clean cargo container storage space. There's still seating for 3 friends or passengers, as well as a co-pilot, but this isn't a combat transport anymore. It's a stealthy mini hauler with a sharp uniform. Under the hood, the Prowler Utility stays close to its roots in terms of agility and stealth. It's still nimble, still quick to land, and still boasts the low signature, which can make it appealing as a smuggler or maybe more of like a high-risk delivery option. The standout feature here is its 32 SCU internal cargo space, which is stored in 2 16 SCU containers. No external boxes, no awkward profiles, just clean, protected freight. That said, it loses its combat edge. It has no side exits, weaker armament, and limited defense capabilities. This is not the ship you want to be in when things go sideways. It's designed to sneak, not fight, and the design reflects that clearly. The Prowler Utility fills a very niche role, short to mid-range, light cargo transport with style. It's best suited for solo or maybe 2 traders looking for stealthy delivery. It could be used for org logistics or support roles, or even role players who love military or corporate themes. You can haul some gear, maybe sneak in a high-value commodity run or support a fleet, but don't expect it to compete with industrial haulers. It's also decent for someone who just wants a unique daily driver, one that looks awesome, even if it's not the most efficient. One of the most practical features of the Prowler Utility is its built-in tractor beam. And not just one you have to stand up to use, you can operate the tractor beam from either the pilot or the co-pilot seat, which makes cargo loading super smooth when you're landed. For standard box missions or station trading, it's really convenient, so no need to go out and fiddle about with the handheld multi-tool. But this also opens up the door for more aggressive gameplay. Since the tractor beam is accessible while in flight, it's totally viable to swoop in and lift cargo off disposed ships or wrecks, either in salvage situations or during piracy operations. Side note, I have seen a clip on Reddit of another player who took their Prowler Utility, went to a base where someone was trying to load up cargo, hovered above them, and snagged the cargo out from under them. It was hilarious and also a great demonstration of the ship. So all of this makes the ship feel more interactive and tactical, especially for solo players or tight-knit duos. As far as the weapon loadout of the ship, that's something I feel like It's hard to talk about because any patch down the road, something can hit and something can change. But as of right now in 4.2, the Prowler Utility is going to come with 2 size 4 and 2 size 3 weapons. Stock, you're going to be hitting at about 1600 DPS. The ship also comes stock with 4 size 2 shield generators, and that's going to give you a total of 11,560 health points in a bubble shield style setup. And then the other tidbits here is you get a single size 2 power plant, 2 size 2 coolers, the size 2 quantum drive, and a size 1 radar. So let's go ahead and talk stealth, because in my opinion, that is one of the biggest selling points of this ship, especially after they made some tweaks during PTU to really increase the stealth of it. Now, if you're not familiar with how stealth works, this is just a very simplistic way of looking at it. You're going to have 3 different areas. You're going to have IR, EM, and your cross section. And you're going to have what your ship is putting out, but you're also going to have the ambience, what's around you. And that's going to primarily be your IR and your EM. So you're going to take what your ship is producing in your IR and EM and subtract the ambience. So with this ship, really, you're probably always going to have your cross section being the most notable part of what is making you detectable to another ship. But right now, let's go ahead and focus on absolute possible worst case scenario. Let's say worst case scenario is you have 0 ambience around you of everything. So that means between your IR, your EM, and your cross section, any of those 3 could be your biggest threat. So for this example here, let's just say you're in SCM. You're probably going to be detectable about 4 kilometers out. Now, if you switch into nav mode, then your detection is going to go up because you're powering other systems. So at that point, you're going to probably be detected about 7 kilometers out. Jumping up to a ship that has a better radar, we're going to look at the Carrack. Those numbers are going to change just slightly. In SCM, you're going to be detected at about 4.5 kilometers. And in navigation mode, it's going to be about 7.8 kilometers. So there is an increase, but with the stealth of this ship, it is very minimal. And let's be real, the cool factor here is what's doing a lot of the heavy lifting and what's really going to sell the ship. From the way it touches down to the lights inside the cockpit, the Prowler Utility is a vibe ship through and through. It's like driving a luxury stealth SUV. You're not hauling the most or shooting the hardest, but you'll look great doing it. So let's take a look at some of the pros and cons here. The first pro is a little bit of a double-edged sword. It's got 32 SCU of internal cargo, which being internal, you'll have some protection. It has gorgeous design and I love the animation. You still get some passenger support with the extra seats, and it has an amazing stealth profile with very low detection range. That's great for smuggling or like covert operations. I think of that as this is going to be a pyro runner. Now, when we look at cons, again, the double-edged sword. The ship is only 32 SCU. And with that, it's very expensive for what it does. You're spending $300 for 32 SCU. So with that, this ship, it's also not really meta or efficient for cargo hauling, and you lose the side doors. So there's really no troop transport functionality with this new variant. So in the end, is the Prowler Utility worth it? For most people, probably not. At least not from a raw value standpoint. But for style-focused players, org role players, people who just love the look of the Prowler and want a practical-ish way to use it more often, or someone who just really wants that stealth, this is a cool addition. It's not going to replace your Freelancer or Cutlass, but it might make you want to fly a cargo run just because you enjoy being in the cockpit. Which, with this game, if you're meta chasing, things can get kind of boring. If you can find a ship that hits home for you, makes you happy to fly it, my opinion, it is absolutely worth it at that point. Anyways, that is it for this video. Let me know what you think. Does the utility version of the Prowler hit the mark for you, or is it a missed opportunity? Go ahead and sound off in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the verse.